happened to pick up today. It is the Bosch GBH 18V-21. This is their 18-volt hammer drill, rotary hammer, if you will. I will say I am kind of disappointed in one thing, and that it's a right-hand tool only. So if I wanted to switch it, well, maybe I can get it to go left-handed. We'll see. Always worth trying to get it to go lefty. Oh, look. I can't do it because it actually gets caught on the selector there. Budsville, how you doing? Mitchell Young, how you guys? Jamie True. I got this bad boy for, now get this, $49 today. Not as big as your Makita drill, though. Well, I'm happy to hear that. You can always buy a longer attachment for it. Daniel Gomez, how you doing? Good evening. So we are also less than 200 subscribers away from 100,000. That is huge. We're trying to get that here in the next few days so that we can celebrate our anniversary on YouTube with 100,000K celebration. Now, we started YouTube on March 6th, about 4 years ago, and it's coming up on that date. So within the next 2 days, we hope to get to that 100,000. Get the silver play button from YouTube and celebrate. So if you've got any friends, family, or whatever, create 200 accounts. I don't really care. However we get there, we get there. I want to get to 100,000. And I'm hoping that it happens very soon. Now, normally I would test this in about 5,000 PSI concrete, but I don't have the 2 months to wait. And it's just like a new toy. When you get it, you gotta play with it. Think about when you were a teenager, the things that you played with then. Excuse me. Long, hard, rock solid. Joshua, quit messaging. I'm on right now. So let's take this out. Let's give her a spin. This is, as you can see, this is a 5/8 bit that we have in there. And I'm going to walk you guys through how I use these and why I think I'm right for using them the way I do. Now, I would normally be wearing a mask because this is concrete, and if you inhale concrete, you can get cancer, but I'm married, so cancer would probably be an improvement. Now you can see from the way I'm standing, I am not actually applying pressure onto the tool. The tool is not designed for you to be applying pressure. In fact, there are very few power tools that you're going to come across that require force to be used. As a matter of fact, God dang it. Sorry about that. They keep messaging and it keeps showing up on my screen and it's blocking what I can see from you guys. Get the vacuum. Yeah, I know. I didn't have anything set up for this tonight because I didn't even know I was buying this. When I went to Lowe's today, it was to buy an angle grinder because I wanted to show you guys some of the nuance, the differences between a pro angle grinder and a consumer or Joe angle grinder. And I thought that would be fun. Don't worry, I'll snort that up later. That's one of the pleasures of being fat. I get to do whatever I want. But I really do enjoy using a rotary hammer. Now I'm going to show you again. I don't apply pressure. These tools, they have a little kind of a wobble bearing in there. That wobble bearing, as it goes back and forth, it lifts the tool up slightly and comes down. It allows gravity to work for you using the weight of the tool. So if you ever see somebody that's really pushing down on one of these, they're incompetent. You do not need to do that. I mean, that is just slick the way it goes through. It is a powerful tool. Bosch, by the way, makes the best rotary hammers. So whenever you can get one for $49, you kind of have to take it. I mean, it's just that way. It's a must buy at $49. So, yeah, I jumped all over it. I hope you guys like this, because I plan on showing this to you guys again, maybe when I have more set up. But I mean, just a phenomenal tool, and those holes are big. I'm loving it. I love it. What do you guys think? Do you think this? First of all, I'll say this: if you're a homeowner, I don't recommend you do any concrete work. I don't think you should be messing with a rotary hammer where you're having to set the depth of something. I don't find it beneficial for you, because there's a lot that can go on in concrete that a homeowner might not be able to, or might not have the background and the mental wherewithal to know how to fix. So I'll say that, and I'm just going to leave it at that. If you're a professional or a former professional and you want one of these, they're great, but absolutely fantastic. Electricians, yeah, this is sweet, dude. One more. What do you think? Three-quarter, yeah. SDS for $49. It was a bare tool at Lowe's today, but it was, again, $49. And I think that's a phenomenal deal for anybody to get one that is that cheap. I know a lot of you guys heard me say, if you're a homeowner, you don't and you shouldn't play in concrete. And I stand by that. I don't think you should. But again, tonight we're kind of doing a pre-celebration as well. We want to hit our 100,000, so we're only less than 200 away from 100K. I gotta say, I'm kind of looking forward to doing that, to having a big time celebration with you guys. I don't know. I might try to do something extra for you guys when we finally do get there. Dang it. Why do they got to make these things so hard? When in doubt, just break it out, right? I learned this from Tactics. I'm trying to put a smaller bit on there, but the bit I have came in this case. There we go. It finally came out. There we go. And they're just fine. Yeet. I actually did yeet in my video that I got coming out on Thursday. I was in the store. I found this deal actually, or maybe it was a different deal, but it was really good, and I had to yeet. Cobalt is okay. Yeah. Cobalt's all right. For a homeowner, I'd say Cobalt's perfect. Let's see. I had holes in here before, and I don't want to hit them. Like that. You guys interested to see the difference between using this tool, as you just saw, and using a hammer drill? What hammer drill shall we try? I'm just going to grab the one I think you guys are going to tell me to grab. That loud whining noise. So you saw this one bust it through without any trouble. It's a fantastic tool, and I am, again, over the moon happy that I got that for under $50. I don't like the way it's sitting in there. Here we go. Yeah, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe, because we're getting very near to 100,000. Oh, this is such a bad idea. I have some others. I think this is a quarter. I'd have to find it. I have some others that'll chuck into a drill real nice, real flat, because I've used them before on the channel, and it's just like everything else in my life, trying to find it or find them. Give me a second. Y'all stare at Milwaukee for a second and tell me how pretty it is or how much you hate it. I don't really care how you feel about it. Just whatever. I got to go to my bit drawer and see if I left them in here. I gotta see. I know I have some. It's not something I use frequently, so bear with me as I go through this and find this. But what do you guys think? What's the best deal you've gotten recently? I would say for me, it is definitely this one. The Bosch Rotary hammer for $50, $49 actually. Okay. For those of you watching at home, cover your ears. As you can see, the Milwaukee did it. It took a long time to get the job done. We're going to follow up directly with the proper tool for going into concrete. And you'll see the difference. I'll try not to get into a hole. Easier said than done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry, got caught up. When you do the right tool for the job, you get the right results. This does eat the battery quite a bit. I only have a 4 amp hour battery on it, so if I had a bigger piece of concrete, I'd let them go at it, go head to head. Do it one more time with this. That was a full send right there. Full send with the Bosch. No weight added. Don't need to add weight when you're using a rotary hammer. Okay. Milwaukee's not really great at concrete work regardless, but that seemed awfully slow. What did you guys think? Was that slow? 150 people watching right now. If you all subscribed right now, we'd be less than 30 or 40 away from 100,000. Just saying. You know what? I want to try a different one. I want to see how the 1007 does in concrete. One of my favorite drills right here. The 1007. It's got a license to thrill. So, it's in speed 3, and it's in hammer mode. Somebody say hammer time. You can see that DeWalt is a lot faster in concrete than the Milwaukee. And I will say this, if you guys are pushing down, you're going to end up burning up your bits. Don't do it. It's just a bad idea. Who wants to spend more money than when they don't have to? I got to find where there's no holes. I'm going to go right where that Milwaukee went the one time. I think that's an easy win for the DeWalt. What did you guys think? Which one was faster, the Milwaukee or the DeWalt? I know which one I think is faster. My new favorite toy right here. As long as I don't hit myself. That's the battery. The battery's done. really should use an 8 or higher amp hour battery with these. I only have a 4, so I kind of knew the performance was going to be hurt by it. But you can see it's sinking a larger diameter fastener. We started out with this bad boy right here. So we got a larger diameter fastener, or not fastener, a bit, and it's going faster than the newest hammer drill. When you're going into concrete all day, or you got multiple holes to drill, don't use a drill. Use a rotary hammer. Rotary hammers are going to do the job better. That's just a tip from me to you. Use whatever the hell you want. I don't care. There is one that I think can compete with the DeWalt in terms of driving this or sinking it or whatever you'd prefer to call it. And it's the only one I think that's on that level as far as speed into concrete. So we're going to see. What do you guys think? Is DeWalt going to win? Or is it Flex? And just a friendly reminder, we're nearing 100,000. Please, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. We're less than 200 away. We want to get there on or before the 6th of March. That's a hole. Here we go. We got to go back here. Now I have it on hammer. You got the Flex. Flex, the big wild card. Yes, I would agree with that. Flex is a bit of a wild card. I think sight unseen without a time or whatever, that Flex takes it. I think the Flex it just feels a little faster. Could be me. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Alessandro. I bet Flex is faster. It felt faster. I'm going to do it again. We're going to make sure. Yeah, the Flex definitely feels faster to me. Flex is amazing. Hey, Apache. By the way, Apache, I think I cut out for a minute because you guys were texting me while I was on live. So, thank you. Subscribe, people. That's what I'm saying. Here, I'll do one more with the Flex after I pick up the block. Well, if I go this way, I can at least see new real estate. I don't know if the holes will be back. Actually, can't do that. I can't do it. I gotta go this way still. I gotta go this way. There's just too much of a chance of hitting an existing hole coming the other way and throwing everything off. So one more with the Flex and we'll do the DeWalt. Are you guys timing this? Do you know who's winning? Are you counting Mississippi's? Yeah, it is like butter. Makes you happy that I got the Bosch today? Kind of makes me happy. I really like the Bosch. I love the way it feels. I got to charge the battery, but I'll do a video on it here soon. This is directly in front of the hole the flex just made. Got caught up. It didn't finish it. It looked like it was on a good run, though. That is very smooth. That is very nice. They're both very good. I think you'd be happy with either one. Which one do you guys think won? 20 seconds for the DeWalt? That sounds about right. What was the time for the flex? Did you count? DeWalt was a second faster, says Dan. There you go. Only Roberts buy these drills. Okay. I didn't quite get it all the way, but it's close enough. That one seemed a bit slower. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that silver play button too. It's just one accomplishment that they can't take away from you no matter what. You get it, it's yours. Flex is definitely faster, says Mario. The DeWalt doesn't sound too happy. Well, the DeWalt is in hammer mode. It's definitely, you can feel it vibrate quite a bit more than the flex, but it's not obnoxious. It's not like when you're using I just like the Craftsman that I have over there. The Craftsman, when you use it, it's like trying to hold a tank. It's just terrible. Next time he drills, chug a beer till he's finished. Oh my goodness. 99,808. I had 99,812 before we started, so I'd hate to think I lost subscribers from doing this. If that's the case, we should end it. Dang, I don't want to go backwards. I want to go forwards. We want to finish this 100K. I'd like to do it between today and tomorrow and just get it out of the way. All right, we'll do the DeWalt, then we'll do the flex, and I think that's it. That's what we're going to be doing with the concrete. That felt really smooth. That felt really good. 100K by Friday. If Friday is the 6th, that's what we want. I'd like to hit it on or before the 6th, our 4-year anniversary. I can get to I don't know about all that. I've been doing about 100 a day for the last few months. So, I mean, if we did nothing, we would hit it somewhere or sometime on the 6th. So I'm going to put my hand in the same place. That's just not digging in. That's just not digging in. Yeah, there's no contest. The flex is definitely faster. Just the way it goes. Throw it out. Live stream to 100K. I can't do that. I only got like 2 hours of sleep last night. My dog was keeping me up. It was our first thunderstorm of the year. Oh, I saw some 1.7 power stacks on sale at Lowe's today. While I was there. Take it easy, Trail. Throw the rigid high torque in there. I could probably do that. You can see we've done multiple holes with these bits, and they're still working just fine. We owe it all to our firm belief that you don't push the tool. You let the tool do the work. If you let the tool do the work, you'll end up being happy. You'll end up having to get fewer bits. This is my second favorite rigid drill. I don't think anything is going to replace the Octane. So here we are. We're in drill mode. We're in speed 2. We got a fully charged 6 amp hour max output battery. And I just got to find a spot. That was good. Not as fast. I didn't think it was as fast as either the DeWalt or the Flex. Try that one more. There it is. It's definitely not as fast as the Flex or the DeWalt. It's on par with the Milwaukee. Not quite as fast. No, it's not quite as fast. It also has the worst battery. It's a max output battery. Everything else has lithium stack cell or tabless. Or lithium pouch cell or tabless. So, not exactly fair to begin with, but life isn't fair. You get over it. This feels the slowest. You guys tell me. That felt the slowest. It had one of the easier runs too, and it still felt slow. I don't know. My headset shuts off on its own sometimes. What did you guys think? Did this feel a little bit slower than the rest? Oh, yeah, Zach, I already said that if you're doing multiple holes, this is not the tool I would use. Unfortunately, the battery on my brand new rotary hammer crapped out on me because I didn't have time to charge it before I came down here to do this. And now we're just testing kind of these tools against one another for the next few minutes, and then we're going to step aside and let Tools and Tactics go live with some zombies or something. How long have I been collecting tools? Probably mid-80s, mid-1980s. No worries, Zach. It looked a tad quicker. Let's try it again. It did have an easier run than the rigid. It got a bite quicker. At time, it definitely did not feel fast. It got caught up right at the very beginning, where it took a long time to kind of bite into the material, into the concrete. Once it did, it was okay. It wasn't anything to write home about. But I felt that was probably the slowest run of the day. The Bosch Bulldog. This is not the Bosch Bulldog. This is the Bosch Hammer. So this is their small D-handled rotary hammer. I believe this is a 9/16 maximum SDS bit for $49. Now they had it, and if they still had it in the store, I was going to buy that one instead. They had a 1 9/16, so 1 9/16 inch SDS rotary hammer for $125, down from I think it was $600 as a bare tool. It's the L shape. Well, D handle, yeah. It's just a phenomenal tool. Oh, this is a 3/4. My bad, 3/4. Sounds about right. I had to buy the display model because that was the only thing left. But still, it was $50, and it's $50 without being the display model. So I can only imagine if you guys were to go out there and get one, it'd be good for you. The Hitman, yes sir. The Hitman for $125 was incredible. That's the third store, by the way, that I have seen the Hitman down to $125, and they never last. Once they get it, they mark down, and I actually know one of the guys that bought them because he works there. How long is the sale going? I have no idea, Dave. I saw it today, and I told the guy that was working there, I'm like, I can't pass that up. I can't leave that sitting there. Not at $49. And don't worry, I'll do a short, and I'll show you guys a receipt. I don't lie. I don't have no interest in lying to you guys. I just tell you the way it is, and if you like it, great. If you don't like it, great. I want to do this one more time. The Milwaukee is just agonizingly slow. It's just terrible. Oh, I don't drink. Sorry. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I've never done any of that stuff. I'm kind of boring. But I have a ton of power tools and a wife with double D's. So life can't be all bad. Double D's and only 100 pounds. So I count myself luckier than all of you. Yeah, anybody that doesn't think that rigid's faster than Milwaukee going into concrete, I got another thing coming for you, because it is 100%. 100% faster than the Milwaukee going into concrete. You guys saw it here. Same bit, no less. And the rigid only has a 6 amp hour max output battery, which is a nice battery. Don't get me wrong. But the Milwaukee's running a 6 amp hour forged battery. Lithium pouch cell batteries. Best battery they make. I think there's two things that work against the Milwaukee. One, the balance of the tool. It kind of gets a little cockeyed on you when you're using it. So you do need that second hand up there to balance. The other thing is the weight of the tool isn't as high as the rigid or the DeWalt or the flex, and that does make a huge difference, especially when you're doing concrete work, because you let the tool do the work, not you. If you're using power tools and you're tired at the end of the day from using a power tool because you're using them wrong, you're the problem, not the tool. In this particular case, because I don't push down, we get to see how the tools perform on truly on equal surfaces, and this is by far the slowest. Throw bricks at makita. Don't use makita or ryobi. Yeah, like 4 pounds. This is very small. And that's one of the reasons why, as a hammer drill, I don't think this is a great tool. As a drill, I think it's phenomenal. But as a hammer drill, it's not up there. It's not one of the better ones. The Gen 3 was heavier than the Gen 4, so that would make sense if it is better or faster into concrete. It does make sense. I think the two winners of the night easily, as far as these types of drills go, and I'm going to put them in ranking of how I think they did. I think the Flex was the overall fastest. That turbo mode gives it such an advantage that it's unreal. And the 1007 from DeWalt is such a good tool. Overall, I would take the 1007 over the Flex. But if we're just talking about concrete work, I got to give it to the Flex. I think the Flex is just, as far as the ones I have, it's on a level all to itself. Thank you. Thank you, Apache. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that. So if any of you are interested in getting the Bosch 3/4 rotary hammer that we've scored for $49 today, there's your chance. Apache just linked it for you, and I appreciate that. Ryobi miter saw. Don't buy the. My first. As a homeowner, my first table saw that I bought when I moved into this house, so this was back in 2008, was an old blue Ryobi. And the first thing I did when I turned it on was vow to never turn it on again. The blade wobble on it was so terrible. It was just not worth my time to use it. So I don't recommend Ryobi anything. I really don't. I recommend you spending a little more money and getting a better tool that'll last you 3 or 4 times longer than any Ryobi will. And that's what I would recommend. As far as the sleeper for tonight, does anyone doubt that this was the sleeper tool for the evening? The rigid, high torque hammer drill? I think even the mid-torque hammer drill could beat the Milwaukee, to be honest with you. Yes, you have to go into the store to see clearance pricing. They do not put clearance pricing online for you to see. It's only in the store. So you have to go in the store and look. I'm with you. I'd rather use the DeWalt 12-volt system than Ryobi. The rigid is wonderfully made. Yes, there's so many rigid tools, and again, I'm a rigid guy, but there have been so many rigid tools that have come out, even within the last 2 years, that are unquestionably some of the best tools on the market today. Their new sander, their new oscillating multi-tool, to name 2. I really like their ratchets, their angle grinder. The rigid angle grinder is actually better than the Milwaukee fuel angle grinder. It's on par with the DeWalt, not the Flex Bolt, but the regular DeWalt. And both of them shine in comparison to the Flex. But arguably, rigid has come out with so many great tools here recently that people need to start taking a serious look at rigid as far as tool quality and performance. And I think if you do, not only are you going to end up saving money, but you're going to be pleasantly surprised. That orange brand is just something else. And I don't care what the bear says. He's a Harbor Freight guy, which proves he knows next to nothing. Can you believe ryobi has a 4-volt ratchet? I can, and I can also believe that it's terrible. Patrick, you want to try that new rigid multi-tool? You should. No vibration. It sounds not possible. I've shown it. It's ridiculous. He did a test run on that 4-volt. I remember that. It was god awful, and I can't believe he thought it would be good. First of all, it's a 4-volt ratchet. Second, it's a ryobi 4-volt ratchet. Like, those should have just told you right then and there what you were going up against. Those aren't going to be high quality tools. So what did you guys think? Like, overall, what'd you think of the Bosch? This Bosch Rotary hammer. This is a star to me. This is amazing. Like, to me, and I'm only speaking about me right now. When I used it, the first time I ever used it was here on camera. First time I used it, I was blown away. It sunk that big bit that we had. I don't know what I did with it, but it sunk that big bit that we had with ease. It just, yeah, here it is. And that's a 5/8, by the way. That's a 5/8 bit, and it did it like it was nothing. Overall, the smoothest tool that we tested tonight was the Bosch. Torque test channel, the new angle grinder with the edge battery, and it did well. I don't care. The ryobi's not going to last you. That's the problem. If you're buying ryobi to save a couple of bucks on a tool that you're only going to use once or twice, cool, get it. If it's something that you plan on using on a regular basis, you're wasting your money buying the ryobi. I'm going to put these up here, make it all look pretty. See if we can get them all up there. What do you think? I don't know. Oh, there we go. We did it. We did it. 800 ryobi sucks. Hey, cryo, yeah. And what model? Yeah, most of the time, because Home Depot does such a poor job at marketing rigid, you can buy rigid for less than ryobi or ryobi. And honestly, guys, man, they are phenomenal tools. Can't say it enough. Best value in the tool world today is the rigid. This might be my favorite drill, though, the DeWalt, and then the Flex, and then the Milwaukee. I don't know. They're all just so good. I love them all. What did you guys think? Let me know. I need something to torque down screws on a go-kart. Okay. But also got 8-inch fasteners and trees. Well, those are two different tools, Mitchell. What you need is an impact wrench. Don't use an impact wrench to torque down fasteners and trees. Use a drill. No, I don't want to break out the ryobi drill. I don't even know where the batteries are for it. My wife has a little scrubber that she uses for the bathtub and whatnot. I think she comes down here and takes all of my ryobi batteries to run that little stupid scrubber. She likes it. She also likes to feel a makita, so you guys be the judge of where her head's at. Thanks, Apache, again. I appreciate that. All right, guys. You know what they say in the funny pages. We're out of here. So, let me know. All you got to do is hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We're trying to get to 100,000. So, take it easy, guys. We'll see you maybe Sunday, maybe before then. Who knows?